In 1984, when we started the Zora Neale Hurston Society, people were saying to me, Zora who? They hadn't heard of her. And I believe she was one of the great writers of the 20th century because her great ambition was to preserve African-American folklore. And it was very important to collect and present to the public African-American folklore that was not based on stereotypes. You see, they had the minstrel tradition to combat, to fight. And so she gave her life to that work. When a traveling Gilbert and Sullivan operetta came to town and they needed a wardrobe mistress for the leading lady and a maid, she joined them and traveled with them. And she had a delightful time because the theatrical people loved her. You know, that salty language and all that humor and all that Zora entertained. So they loved her in that, but she got to Baltimore. Some of you know the Hughes girls. Gwendolyn and Bernice Hughes were friendly to her. And Mae Miller, who taught me speech at Frederick Douglass High School, was the daughter of Dr. Kelly Miller, who taught at Howard University. The Hughes girls said to her, well, they had a home, they were at Morgan, living on campus, but they said, you can live at our house in Washington if you decide to go to Howard. And so Mae Miller and Gwendolyn and Bernice Hughes persuaded Zora Neale Hurston to enter in the fall of 1918 Howard University. She was very excited to get to Howard University, said she felt she had her feet on the ladder. She said, this was my world, I said to myself, and I shall be in it and surrounded by it if it's the last thing I do on God's green dirt ball.